Check, check.
Fans, thank you for observing social distancing and making every effort to keep our players healthy and in the game. Per the governor's order, masks are required to be worn properly, covering both the nose and mouth at this event. Teams are limiting exposure and will wait for the school to be clear prior to exiting tonight. Thank you for your cooperation. Please remain standing if able. Remove your hats and place your hand over your heart to honor the flag. As the national anthem is sung by Colfax High School senior, Drew Gibson. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last brush stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
And once again, good evening, everyone. I'm Brian Winnikins on Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN. And we are just moments away from tonight's Durand and Colfax girls basketball game. And looking forward for a heck of a game tonight, a lot quieter than normal. Let's give you our starting lineups for the Durand Panthers. Number 10, junior Madison Sand. Number 12, junior Madison Kilbottom. Number 22, senior Leah Sadalko. Number 30, Jocelyn Carruthers, the junior. And number 55, senior McKenna Hurlbert. Meanwhile, for the Colfax Vikings, number 10, senior Addison Olson. Number 14, Bailey Bradford. Number 20, Marissa Harmon, the senior. Number 22, Madison Barstead, the big leader of the team. She's a junior. And number 40, Jasmine Paulus, the senior. Throughout the night, we'll be thanking our high school sports sponsors. Again, without the support of these businesses and organizations, it's pretty simple. You wouldn't be able to hear tonight's game or watch tonight's game as well here on WRDN and on our streaming audio and streaming video at our website. A special welcome to the men and women serving in the military, watching or listening to our broadcast via the stream. And hope tonight's broadcast does bring a taste of home to you wherever you may be serving. Thank you to Prime Realty of Durand and Mondovi, the area's #1 home seller. They are, visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com, and Adams Super Service, your Napa Gold Car Care Center downtown Durand. They are our streaming audio sponsors at our websites. All right, we're on the far corner, so I don't have the best angle, but we're going to make a do with what we have. That's as simple as that in this year of COVID-19. And the Panthers will start with the ball, and it's going to be inbounded to Leah Sabelko. So here we go. And Sabelko now comes across the timeline. And over to Carruthers. Carruthers now back to Kilbottom. Inside now pass, and it's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Colfax. And that was Olsen with the steal. And across the timeline they go. Inside now. That is number 22, and that is Barstead. Puts it up, shot no good. Rebounded by Carruthers. Back to Sabelko. Sabelko across the timeline now. To Carruthers on the wing, inside to Hurlburt. Hurlburt now puts up the shot, in and out, no good. Rebounded by the Vikings. That's Olsen with the rebound. And back the other way we go. And at the top of the key now is Barstead. Barstead now over to Olsen. Olsen, three ball! And the three, and away we go. Full court press now. As Kilbottom, or check that, Sabelko now. Hands it off to Kilbottom. Kilbottom now right into Sand. Sand back to Carruthers. Carruthers now to Sabelko. Sabelko over to Kilbottom on the right wing. Inside to Hurlburt. Hurlburt triple teamed. Here comes the triple team. They get it back out though to Carruthers. Carruthers now back at center court. Over to inside now. Back to Sabelko. Sabelko, three ball. Shot's good. Leah Sabelko with a three. We're tied. Full court Panther press this time. And inbounded now to Olsen. Quickly back the other way. Down the court they go. That is Barstead. Barstead has to kick it back out. Now here comes another three. Shot no good. Rebounded by Hurlburt. Hurlburt to Sabelko. Sabelko long. A pass over to Sand now. Sand on the right wing. Try to get it inside. Intercepted. Intercepted by Paulus. And now Olsen will bring it up court. Back the other way come the Vikings now. Into the corner. And now to the top of the key, and that is Bradford. Bradford back to Olsen. Olsen comes to the top of the key. Now to the right, or left wing rather, to Harmon. Now driving in is Barstead. Barstead tries to drive in, has to retreat back to the corner. They come back out towards center court. Top of the key now is Paulus. Paulus over to Barstead. Back to Olsen. Whistling an offensive foul. And the foul's going to be on number 40. And that is Paulus. So inbounded now to Sabelko. And Sabelko now will come up court. Comes across the timeline. Over to Kilbottom. Kilbottom still at center court. Now to Carruthers. Carruthers here on the right wing. Around the horn they go to Kilbottom. Kilbottom bounce pass inside to Hurlburt. They kick it back out high low. Three ball. Shot no good. And trying to save it was Carruthers, and can't save it. And so it'll go back to Colfax. Full court Panther press. Inbounded now to Olsen. And Olsen across the timeline now. Back to Olsen back at center court. Now over to Harmon. Harmon long cross court pass. Three ball shot. Oh, off the glasses. Madison Barstead. Wow. 6-3 Vikings. And now Sabelko across the timeline. Comes over to the top of the key. Inside pass to Hurlbert. Hurlbert puts it up, whistling a foul. She'll go to the line for 2. Thank you to Bowers LP Gas and Appliance, featuring Frigidaire and Maytag appliances and providing installation and service Durand. Also, Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. Jerry Bear & Sons, featuring dog and pet food from Nutrisource and Diamond, located by Annabis Silo, Highway 25 Durand. First free throw, no good. Foul was on number 40, and that is Paulus, her second team foul. So next free throw on the way. Off the edge of the rim, no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Schofield. Quickly back the other way now come the Vikings. Over to Shipman. Back now to Schofield. She tries to drive inside. They kick it out to the outside, right wing or left wing. 3-ball shot, no good. And rebounded by Sand to Sabelko to Kilbotton. Kilbotton left wing, now to Carruthers. Carruthers left corner, long cross-court pass. Around the horn they go now to Sabelko on the far side on the right wing. She tries to drive inside, does a spin move, has to kick it back out now. Over to Carruthers, 3-ball, shot's good! Jocelyn Carruthers ties it up at 3. And now back to Bowie rather, and long cross-court pass, and it's going to be intercepted. No, they're going to say she stepped on the line. And that was Madison Sand tried to intercept it. And so now inbounded to Colfax, and that is Bow. Back over to number 44 of Parker, and now they put up a shot, no good. Tip. Rebounded by Barstead, whistle, and do we get out of bounds? A foul? What do we got here? Oh, it's going to be off of Durand, they say, so it will stay Colfax ball. Okay, inbounded now to Bowie. Bowie now, I guess it's Bowie, and kick it back out now to Schofield. Schofield top of the key, back to Bowie. Bowie left wing. Has to come up to the top of the key, tries to drive inside, can't do it. Over to Barstead now. Barstead at the top of the key, back to Parker. Parker now over to Schofield. Schofield now back to Barstead at the top of the key, now in the right wing. Inside pass. Number 44 shot put up, blocked by Hurlbert. Hurlbert gets it back to Sabelko. Back the other way we come. Over to Sabelko now. Sabelko to Kilbotton. Kilbotton to Carruthers on the right wing. Carruthers now cross-court pass over to Sabelko. Sabelko comes back to the top of the key. Back to Carruthers. Long cross-court pass now over to Sand. 3-ball! Shot in and out, no good. Rebounded by Barstead. Over to Bradford. Bradford will come back out. Back the other way now. Over to Schofield on the right wing. And whistle a foul. Foul will be on Sabelko. That'll be her first. Try to zoom in a little bit if those of you watching on the video stream. I'm in the far corner, so that's kind of why on the opposite end of the court it's a long shot. I'm going to try and make it a little bit closer for you. Over to Bowie now. Bowie now, she's going to drive in from the right wing, puts up the shot, whistling a foul. Foul will be on Sabelko, I think. And so Bowie will go to the line for 2. Tied at 6, 12-18 remaining here in the first quarter. Thank you to Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy cooperative of the Chenfit Smith Funeral Home serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services by calling 926-3630. Visit them online at chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com. And the first free throw is good. Also, Bauer Bill Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. For all of your automotive needs, visit Bauer Bill Tire and Service. Again, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. And both free throws are good. And so back across the timeline, down come the Panthers. Over to number 20, and that is Paige Oth. Uh-oh. And loose ball. And over and back. And we get a timeout to Durand with 12:04 remaining here in the first half. 8-6. Colfax is leading. And thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home. For 5 generations, the Goodrich Funeral Home has served the Durand area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services online at goodrichfh.com. Countryside Co-op, your certified Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor, is Countryside Co-op. SFB, Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street, Durand, and Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com for more information. Please thank all of our sponsors. They make our broadcasts possible here on WRDN and online at realcountry1430.com. All right, Colfax to inbound it on the far side. And inbounded now to Shipman. And ball's tipped, and it's picked up by Herbert. Loose ball, but coming up with it is Bauer. And she'll over to Kilbottom now. Kilbottom across the timeline. Over to Addison Weiss, who's in on the far side in the right corner. Back to Kilbottom, top of the key now, over to Bauer. Or Bentley Bauer now, a long cross-court pass over to Auth on the right wing. Back to Weiss. Weiss to Auth, top of the key. Bauer now on the left wing, inside to Hurlbert. Hurlbert puts it on the ground, puts it up, and shot no good. Rebounded by Colfax. And back the other way come the Vikings. Now that's number 30. She drives inside. Schofield puts up the shot, partially blocked by Hurlbert. It goes out of bounds. It will stay Colfax ball. And so Colfax to inbound it on the far side now. And that is Olsen looking, and bounce pass inside to Barstead. Shot up and in. Inbounded to Carruthers now. Carruthers will quickly come across the timeline now. And a head fake is Auth on the right wing. Now has to kick it back out to Weiss. Weiss on the right wing. Back to Auth. Auth now over to Carruthers. Carruthers to Bauer. Bauer tries to drive inside, can't do it. And away we go. Around the horn we go. Now on the right corner is Bauer. Bauer to Auth. Auth on the right wing. Looking inside, no one home. Bauer fakes the 3. Now comes out to the right wing. Top of the key now. Carruthers 3 ball! Jocelyn Carruthers has 6. And now it's 10-9. Colfax quickly back the other way. Come the Vikings. That is Bowie. Bowie now retreats back towards center court. Oh, whistling a foul. Foul will be, I think, on Weiss. As down goes Bo, and she's up limping. We're going to get a stoppage of play here. They kind of collided at near center court. Okay, so it'll stay Colfax ball. And inbounding it. Inbounded now to Barstead. Barstead has Bentley Bauer in her way. Does a spin move, has to kick it back out in the left corner. 3 ball! It's good, number 20, and that's Harmon. And now quickly back the other way come the Panthers, over to Weiss. Weiss, long cross-court shot. Another 3! Shot no good. Loose ball, and Colfax comes up with it. And across the timeline they come, over to Barstead, right wing. Barstead now looking for someone inside, no one home. Back to Olsen. Olsen now, throws it away. We're going to have over and back. Yeah, and we'll have over and back, and so it will go back to the Panthers. And inbounding it on the far side is Addison Weiss. Weiss now to inbound it to Carruthers. Carruthers back to Weiss. Weiss right wing now. Back to Sand. Sand pass inside. Tip, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be off of Carruthers. And so it will go back to the Vikings. And inbounded now to Harmon. Full court Panther press. Back to Olsen. Olsen back to Harmon. Harmon cross court pass. And Barstead comes up with it. Pass inside. Shot put up and off the glass. No good. Whistle a foul. I think that foul's going to be on Colfax. Yes, it is. Foul will be on number 10, Olsen. 13 fouls, so to inbound it on the far side. Sand inbounds it to Weiss. Weiss now across the timeline. Over to Sand. Sand on the right wing. Sand now over to Bentley Bauer. Bentley Bauer now to Weiss. And back out to Auth. Auth on the right wing. Stop. Nope, she's not going to put up the shot. And now over to Sand. Sand kicks it back to Bauer. Bauer, 3-ball. Shot no good off the back of the rim. Crash in the glass. And a whistle and a foul will be on Durand. And so inbounding it, foul will be on Bentley Bauer. Her first, third-team foul. Full court Panther press. Bounce pass to Olsen. Olsen now gets it over to Harmon. Harmon not across the timeline yet. Still not across the timeline, and she's going to throw it away. And it'll go back to the Panthers. Some good defense by the Panthers, forcing the turnover. And so now Madison Sand to inbound it. Inbounds it to Weiss. Weiss now back to Auth. Auth from the left baseline, shot blocked. Wow, nice block by Barstad, and she did not draw the foul. And back the other way now come the Vikings. Over to Harmon on the top of the key. Now back to Bradford. Bradford to Barstad. Barstad now waiting, looking for someone inside. And we get a whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be on Durand. Foul's on number 10, and that's going to be Madison Sand, her first. 5th team foul. Weiss comes out. It looks like Kilbottom came back in, and shot put up, no good. Tip. Rebounded by Kilbottom. Kilbottom nearly loses the ball. She needs some help. Timeout Durand just in time. And so 30-second timeout with 8:05 left here in the first half, 13-9 Colfax. And thank you to our high school sports sponsors, including Sundstrom & Company, your local tax experts. Call them now for end-of-year tax planning, 672-4425, and schedule that appointment. Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, your answer for clean, cost-effective propane for your home energy needs. Shaw's Gas, downtown Durand. NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. Please thank all of our sports sponsors. They make our broadcasts possible here on WRDN, also online at realcountry1430.com. Without the support of our businesses and organizations, it's pretty simple. You would not be hearing tonight's game or even watching tonight's game on our website. So please thank all of our sports sponsors. All right, so Panthers to inbound it on the far side. That's Sand to inbound it. Still looking, and the ball's knocked away. And coming up with it is number 10, that's Olsen. And back at center court now, over to Barstead. Long cross-court pass inside. Shot put up, no good. And whistle and a foul, it will be off of Colfax. And so it'll go back to the Panthers. And inbounded now to Kilbottom. Kilbottom now back to Carruthers. Carruthers across the timeline. Over to Auth now in the corner. Back to Bentley Bauer. Bauer now over to Sand. Sand here in the left corner. And over to Kilbottom. Drives the lane, puts up the shot, whistle and a foul. And so going to line for two will be Kilbottom. And the foul is on number 40, and that is her third. That's Paulus with her third foul. First free throw on the way is good. Hurlbert coming back in, Sabelko coming back in. Bauer and Auth take a seat. (13-10), Colfax leads here. 7:33 left in the half. And free throw on the way is good. So 13-11 now. And inbounded to Olsen. Olsen still not across the timeline. And she's going to come across the timeline now. Kicks it out over to number 42. That's Shipman. Shipman puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Kilbottom. Kilbottom quickly back the other way. Over to Sand. Sand cross-court pass now to Carruthers. Carruthers to Sabelko. Sabelko now back to Olsen. Or check that to Sand. Sand now to Kilbotton in the right wing. Inside pass to Hurlburt. Hurlburt puts up a shot, gets the shooter's roll. We're tied. And inbounded now to Harmon. Whistle to foul. Foul will be on Sand. Next after bonus the rest of the way now for Colfax. Tied at 13. Full court Panther press. Inbounding it will be Barstead. Looking. Here comes the bomb. It's caught and up and in. And the bomb to Olsen. And so back the other way now comes Sabelko. Sabelko over to Sand to Kilbotton. Left wing. 3-ball. Gets the shooter's roll. And so now it's a 1-point Panther lead. Full court Panther press. Over to Olsen. Olsen now coming back the other way. Comes across the timeline for the Vikings. Into the lane. Kicks it out now to Parker. Parker left wing. Around the horn they go now back to Barstead. Barstead left wing. And pass over to Olsen. Nearly lost it. Back to Parker now on the left wing. Tries to drive inside. Can't do it. Back over to Barstead now. Barstead will try to drive in from the left wing. Does a spin move in the lane. Here comes the triple team. She tries to fight through the defense, and it's going to be a jump ball. It'll stay Colfax ball. And coming back in is Paige Auth as Sand will take a seat for the Panthers. Panthers up by 1, 16-15, 6:04 left in the first half. And bounce pass inside, kicked. Nice kick by Hurlburt. Pass intended for Shipman, and well, that didn't work. She kicked it. And so we'll try that again. And looking. That's Harmon. Gets it over to Barstead in the left corner. Barstead now will come over to the left wing, over to Olsen. Olsen cross-court pass inside, tip. But coming up with it is Harmon. Kicks it back out now to Parker. Parker puts up 3-ball. Wow. Parker just keeped one up. It's a 2-point Colfax lead. Over to Sabelko now. Sabelko across the timeline. Back over to Auth. Auth on the corner now to Carruthers in the right corner. To Kilbotton now to Sabelko inside to try to get it inside. Intercepted. And intercepted by number 10, and that's Olsen. Olsen back the other way. Across the timeline she comes, and now gets over to Barstead. Barstead tries to drive inside. She gets around 2 defenders, puts up the shot up and in. Well, Barstead managed to work her way through the defense. 4-point Colfax lead, 20-16. Coming up, our SFB Security Financial Bank and Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency halftime show as a whistle and a foul. Foul, I think it's going to be on Colfax. Number 42, that's going to be on Shipman, her first, 5th team foul. And so Bentley Bauer will inbound it underneath the Panther basket in front of us. Looking inside to Hurlburt. Hurlburt now kicks it back out to Carruthers. She thought about the 3 on the right wing, decided against it. Inside now to Hurlburt. Puts up a shot, no good. And it's going to be off of Kilbotton. It'll go back to Colfax. Full court Panther press. And inbounded now to Olsen. Olsen still not across the timeline. Now she'll get across the timeline, and she's going to keep it herself, dishes it back out to Parker. 3-ball from the left corner, shot no good. Rebounded by Auth, whistling a foul. And a mask fell off, and so we had to stop. It'll be Panther ball as Bauer now to inbound it to Carruthers. Carruthers now across the timeline. Over to Auth on the right wing. Auth drives into the lane, puts up a tough shot. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Hurlburt. Hurlburt will put up another shot. Hard off the glass, no good. And a loose ball, and coming up with it is Colfax. Barstead back the other way, keeps it herself. Oh, she traveled. Well, and so we'll go back to the Panthers. 4:21 remaining in the half, 20-16 Vikings. Coming up, our Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and SFB Security Financial Bank halftime show. Get an ABC News update, sports update as well. That's all on the way. And across the timeline comes Carruthers. Carruthers now to Off, top of the key to Bauer. Bauer now back to Carruthers on the left wing. Inside pass to Bauer. Bauer puts up a tough shot. Does not get the shooter's roll. She'll go to the line for 2, though. And foul will be on Olsen, her second. So to the line for 2 is Bentley Bauer. Thank you to the Cottage, from floral arrangements to gifts from Mom, especially for the holidays. Visit the Cottage, downtown Durand. First free throw was good. JK Auto Body and Rod Shop, featuring metal fabrication, custom painting, car restoration, collision repair, and more. Call the JK Auto Body and Rod Shop, Madison Street, Durand, and Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Durand Fresh Market, downtown Durand. So first free throw is good. Next free throw on the way is off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded, though, by Off. Off puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Colfax. And back the other way now comes Harmon. Harmon now back to Bradford. Top of the key. Over to the left wing now. Back to the top of the key with Noel. Noel on the top of the key now. Retreats back towards center court. Pass now over to Barstead. Barstead on the right wing, looking for someone inside. That's no one home. And now back to Bradford. Inside pass now, and nearly losing it was Noel, and whistle and out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay Colfax ball. Inbounding it now is Shipman. Shipman bounce pass to Schofield to start, and Schofield drives inside, has to retreat back out, kicks it back out to the wing. 3-ball shot, no good. Loose ball, still a loose ball, and Hurlbert comes up with it. Gets it over to Kilbottom. Kilbottom on the break, puts up the shot, no good. Whistling a foul, she'll go to the line for 2. 20-17, Colfax leads with 3:13 remaining. Foul on number 42, and that is Shipman, her second. So to the line for 2 is Kilbottom. Thank you to Numbers R Us, Common Sense Bookkeeping, and more. They're a certified QuickBooks Pro advisor. Give them a call at 672-8093 or visit them at numbersrus.com, where the E in numbers is a 3. You can also visit them on Facebook. That's Numbers R Us. Please thank all of our high school sports sponsors. They make these broadcasts possible. Can't stress it enough. Drop them an email, visit their store, give them a call and tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts here on WRDN. Next free throw was good. It's a 2-point Colfax lead now. Inbounded to Harmon. Full court Panther press. Over to Schofield. Schofield quickly across the timeline now. Over to the right wing. Back now to Noel. Noel has to pass it off to Barstead. And Barstead, whistle, and a timeout. So timeouts, Colfax with 2:51 remaining here in the first half, 20-18, Colfax leads. Thank you to Durand Smokehouse for all of your holiday meal needs. Visit Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand, and also ask about the beef and pork bundles. Also Riverside Grill, Wisconsin country restaurant serving a real taste of Wisconsin. Find out about the Christmas and New Year's Eve meals as well from Riverside Grill. Downtown Durand, you can call ahead for takeout. You can also, if you need it, you can also get delivery as well. That's from Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. Excuse me. All right, timeout's done. It's Viking ball, 2-point Viking lead, 20-18, 2:51 left in the half. And to inbound it now will be Schofield. Schofield inbounds it to Harmon. Harmon now over to Bradford. And back to Schofield at the top of the key. Now to Schofield now will be playing catch here. Back over to Bradford on the right wing. Staying on the outside now, and that is Harmon. Harmon to Schofield at the top of the key. Back to Bradford on the right wing. Long cross-court pass to Harmon. Now to Barstead. Back to Harmon on the left side. Bounce pass inside. They kick it back out. Here comes the 3. Shot, no. Oh, gets the shooter's roll. Oh, my word. Didn't think that was going to go in. And that is Bradford with the 3. And now over to Auth on the right wing. Back to Bauer. Bauer top of the key. Thought about the three, decided against it. Now Auth from the right wing. Back out to Bauer. Bauer over to Carruthers. Carruthers left wing. Now to Kilbottom. Kilbottom does a head fake, drives inside, stops. She gets double teamed, kicks it back out to Auth. Auth to Carruthers. Carruthers top of the key. 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Colfax. 23-18 Vikings. Minute 38 remaining in the half. And kick it back out now to Schofield on the left wing. Now to Harmon. Harmon puts up the 3-ball shot, no good. And it's goes out behind the basket, and so it'll go back to the Panthers. And now inbounding it will be Kilbottom. Weiss is back in for the Panthers. Over to Carruthers. Carruthers now across the timeline. Carruthers back to Hurlbert. Hurlbert now to Kilbottom. Kilbottom inside to Hurlbert. Hurlbert puts up the shot. No good. Tip. Rebounded by Colfax. Just not dropping right now for the Panthers. And over to Schofield now. Schofield across the timeline. She's going to try and drive inside. Kicks it back out now to Barstead. Barstead left wing. Gets cut off trying to drive inside. Now retreats back out. Now she'll top of the key. Shot off the back of the rim. Oh, and gets the shooter's roll. Are you kidding me? It bounces off the top of the rim and then falls in. And so Carruthers now to Bauer. Bauer over to Kilbottom. And a whistle and an offensive foul. Or check that, stepped out of bounds. Okay, so it's going to go back to the Vikings. But right now the shots are dropping for the Vikings easily, and for the Panthers, they can't get a break. 25-18 Vikings. As inbounded now to Bradford. Loose ball coming up with it. Bounce pass inside. Up and no. And that time rebounded by Bauer. Bauer to Carruthers. Carruthers back the other way to the right wing. Now to Bauer. Over to Weiss. Weiss on the left wing. Weiss now to Kilbottom on the right wing. Back to Bauer on the left wing. Thought about the three. Decided against it. To Carruthers now top of the key. Over to Weiss on the right wing. Back to Bauer. Bauer left wing. Head fakes the three. Drives inside. Puts up the shot and gets the shooter's roll. Bentley Bauer. Nice drive to the post. And back the other way is Olsen. Olsen, 3-ball. Shot no good. One, and that's going to be halftime. And we're at halftime as it is now 25-20. Colfax. It's Durand Panther girls basketball on WRDN.
All right, we'll take it.
to Colfax High School as we are still at halftime, about 1:32 remaining, 25-20. Colfax leading over the Panthers. As we wrap up our Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and SFB Security Financial Bank halftime show. We have no scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard because all the other games haven't started yet. We're the first game of the night here in western Wisconsin. And so when I went to check the scoreboard, it was like, oh yeah, they're all starting later. And just on a personal note, we also want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you and your family, and to all of our advertisers and also all of our listeners. And again, personally, I just want to say thank you to everyone who stops at the station or has given us a call about the live stream that we do, and then the on-the-air sports that we do, and all of those things. Again, thank you very much. I have to always say this: please thank our sponsors. Without the sponsors, none of this happens. So, but thank you so much. I've received some very nice cards and some very nice emails and messages and all that, and it is very, very appreciated. And thank you very much. And I hope you you and your family have a great holiday weekend coming up here next week. And again, thank our sponsors too, because they're the ones that make everything happen. All right, we are ready to go here, and the Panthers will get the ball to start. So it's going to be inbounded to Sabelko. So inbounded now to Sabelko. And over to Carruthers. Carruthers on the right wing to Hurlburt. Hurlburt to Sabelko. Sabelko left wing, drives inside, puts up the shot off the glass, does not get the shooter's roll. I cannot believe it. Wow. Over to Colfax. And that is Olsen. Olsen now across the timeline. Long cross-court pass now. Olsen again from the left wing. Drives inside, puts up the shot, whistle an offensive foul. Foul will be on number 10, and that's Olsen, her third. So it'll be Panther ball. And inbounded to Sabelko. And Sabelko now will come across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Kilbotten. Kilbotten left wing, drives inside, puts up the shot, blocked. And back the other way now come the Vikings, and that is Schofield. Schofield quickly across the timeline. Now to Bradford. Over to Barstead on the wing. Shot up inside, shot no good. Rebounded by Sand. Sand to Sabelko. Sabelko across the timeline. Over to Sand now on the right wing. Long cross-court pass to Carruthers. Carruthers left wing, three ball. Shot no good off the edge of the rim. Go out of bounds. It'll be Colfax ball. And so now inbounded to Schofield. Schofield now to Harmon. Harmon gets it across the timeline now to Schofield. And here comes a three by Barstead, up and in. And back the other way come the Panthers now, over to Sabelko across the timeline. 8-point Colfax lead. Sand now to Carruthers. Carruthers to Sabelko. Right wing, three ball, shot in and out, no good. Rebounded by Colfax. And back the other way comes Schofield. Schofield into the lane, kicks it back out and out of the top of the key. Over to Barstead on the right wing. Now to Harmon in the right corner. She comes back out to the right wing, back to Barstead. Barstead inside pass, shot put up and hard off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Carruthers. Over to Sabelko. To Kilbotten now. Kilbotten, she's going to drive into the lane. Bounce pass now over to Sabelko. Sabelko right wing, drives inside, whistling a foul. And so the foul on Colfax. Foul will be on, looks like Harmon, her first. Nope, check that, number 30. That'll be her first. Okay, so it's on Schofield. And Sabelko inbounds it to Hurlburt. Hurlburt puts up a shot, no good. Loose ball. Coming up with it is Carruthers. Carruthers back to Sabelko. Sabelko now on the right wing. Sabelko now back over to Sand. Sand in the right corner, long cross-court pass back to Sabelko. Sabelko thought about the three at the top of the key, decided, nope, not going to do that. Now over to Sand. Sand tries to drive inside, can't do it. Sabelko left wing, three ball, in and out, no good. Wow, it's just the shots are not dropping. Even Coach Lowenhagen's like, are you kidding me? Across the timeline now comes Schofield. Schofield now top of the key now, tries to drive inside. Over to number 40, that's Paulus. Now to Barstead. Barstead top of the key will drive into the lane. Kicks it back out to Schofield. Puts up the shot up and in. They just keep a dropping for Colfax. 10-point Viking lead. Over to Sabelko now. Sabelko across the timeline. Sabelko now over to Carruthers on the right wing. Carruthers fakes left, goes right, drives inside, puts up the tough shot, no good. Rebounded by Colfax. To Barstead. Barstead back the other way. Barstead now onto the right wing. Back over to Harmon. Harmon kicks it back out. Here comes the three. Shot's good. Wow, and that's number 14, Bradford. 13-point lead now for the Vikings. We haven't scored yet here in the half, and we're at 14-22. Over to Sand now. Pass intercepted. And here comes Barstead back the other way. Pass inside and kicks it back out now. Top of the key, and that is Schofield. Drives inside, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Kilbottom. Kilbottom back the other way. Keeps it herself, whistling a foul. And the foul's on number 30, and that is Schofield, her second. So far an 8-0 run to start the half here for Colfax. As Sabelko now to inbound it on the far side. And so Sabelko to inbound it. Looking. 5 seconds. And Coach Lowenhagen is looking a little frustrated right now. And inbounded now to Harmon. Harmon still not across the timeline. Over to Schofield. Schofield back to Harmon. Harmon back the other way. Pass inside. That's number 42. That's Shipman. Shipman now kicks it out to Barstead. Around the horn they go. Over to the top of the key now. Back to Shipman on the right wing. Inside pass intercepted. Intercepted by Sabelko. Sabelko back the other way. Comes down to the right wing. She stops now over to Kilbottom. Kilbottom back out now to Auth. Auth back to Sabelko. As also Ashley Pickering is in now to Bauer. Bauer now back to Sabelko. And back to Auth. Auth now to Bauer at the top of the key. To Sabelko on the right wing. Over to Auth. Off now to Pickering. Pickering now back over to Sabelko. Squares up, three ball. There we go. Finally get one to drop. 33-23 now, Colfax. And Schofield now. Lost the timeline. Schofield gets across the timeline, keeps it herself, bounce pass down. They get it back out to the right wing. Back inside to Schofield into the lane. Fakes left, goes right, shot no good. Rebounded by Bauer. Bauer to Sabelko. And a quick pass down to Kilbottom. Kilbottom, right wing rather, puts up the shot, does not get the shooter's roll, overlays it. And back the other way now come the Vikings. That is Harmon. Harmon now to Schofield. Schofield now comes down to the top of the key. She's going to drive inside and gets cut off and stolen. Knocked away by Kilbottom. Kilbottom to Pickering. Pickering to Sabelko. Back over to Kilbottom. Kilbottom to Pickering at the top of the key. Now over to Sabelko. Three ball, right wing, shot's good! Leah Sabelko's like, I've had enough of these things not dropping. Timeouts. Colfax. So a quick 6-0 run makes it 33-26. Colfax, 11:51 remaining here in the game. Thanks to Bowers LP Gas and Appliance for all of your propane needs, installation and service. Bowers Gas, downtown Durand. Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. Jerry Barron Sons with custom-made feed for livestock from Hubbard Feeds, located by Annabis Silo, Durand. Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy cooperative, and Bowerbilt Tire and Service, Durand and Mull Drive, Eau Claire. Give them a call at 672-8300 or find them online at bowerbilt.com. Please thank all of our sports sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Again, without their support, wouldn't be having the game on air tonight or on our streaming audio or our live stream as well. So please thank our sponsors as they make these broadcasts possible. All right, inbounded now to Olsen. Olsen still not across the timeline yet. Now she'll come across the timeline. Here comes the trap. She gets around it now and comes down to the right wing. Bounce pass inside, loose ball. And still whistling a double dribble on Noel, and it'll go back to the Panthers. And inbounded now to Sabelko. Sabelko now comes across the timeline to Pickering. Pickering now to Weiss. Weiss left wing. Weiss now looking for a cutter inside. Back over to Sabelko. Sabelko top of the key. Sabelko comes down to the right wing now to Bauer. Bauer on the right wing. Long cross-court pass to Weiss. Weiss thought about the three, said, nope, better not do that. Over to Bauer. Bauer now to Sabelko. Sabelko top of the key. Sabelko now to Pickering. Pickering, she'll square up. Three ball! Whoa, nearly looked good from this angle, but hits the rim and no good. Over Olsen now. Olsen across the timeline. Olsen now over to Shipman. Shipman, she'll drive inside. Puts up the shot. Does not get the shooter's roll. Colfax comes up with the rebound. Now here comes a three ball by Schofield. Shot no good. Rebounded by number 10, and that is Olsen, and she puts up and in for the Vikings. Inbounded now to Sabelko. Sabelko to Bauer. Bauer, long cross-court pass now to Sand. Sand drives inside, puts up the shot, gets the shooter's roll. Madison Sand, her first points of the night. 35-28 now. Colfax, 10:26 remaining in the game. Over to Barstead now. Barstead slowly comes up across the timeline. Barstead now comes back towards center court. Over to Shipman. Shipman, left wing, drives inside, puts up the shot. Wasn't a foul. Foul will be on Sand. Be her third, going to the line for two is Shipman. Thank you to the Cottage, downtown Durand, from Floral Arrangements. Holiday gifts for mom. Visit the Cottage, downtown Durand. The JKO Auto Body and Rod Shop, Madison Street, Durand, featuring custom painting, car restoration, and collision repair. First free throw is good. And Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store, Durand Fresh Market, downtown Durand. Please thank all of our sponsors. They make our broadcasts possible here on WRDN. So next free throw on the way is good. And we get some personnel changes for Colfax, all right. So now it will be Panther ball inbounded to Sabelko. Sabelko now across the timeline. Over to Sand. Sand on the left wing. Back over to Weiss. Weiss top of the key. To Kilbotten. Kilbotten on the left wing. Over to Weiss in the left corner. Check that, Sand in the left corner. Long cross-court pass now. Over to Weiss in the right corner. Weiss comes to the right wing now. Over to Sabelko. Sabelko top of the key. Tries to drive inside. Squares up. Three ball. Shot no good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Olsen. And Olsen now back the other way. Tries to keep it herself. Hands it back off. And now they kick it over to Shipman. Shipman left corner up and in. And inbounded now to Sabelko. 39-28, Colfax. Inside pass now to Sand. Sand into the lane. Gets it over to Weiss. Weiss triple teamed. And jump ball. All right, so inbounding it now will be Barstead. Full court Panther press once again to Olsen. Olsen quickly across the timeline. Kicks it over to Shipman. Shipman puts it up and in from that left side. And now it's 41-28, back to a 13-point lead. And back the other way now come the Panthers. Inside pass to Kilbottom. Kilbottom, stop, travel. And Coach Lowenhagen trying to rally the troops here. And so Barstead now to inbound it. Inbounded to Olsen. Olsen fakes the handoff. Back the other way. And passes, and knocking it away is Sabelko, but it goes out of bounds. And so inbounding it now will be Harmon. Harmon's pass, loose ball. Coming up with it is Carruthers. Carruthers back the other way, stop, shot, and gets the shooter's roll. I thought that was going to fall out. Wow. And loose ball. And now gets it over to Olsen. Whistle and a timeout. Timeout Colfax. 8:31 remaining in the game. 41-30. Vikings lead. Thank you to Numbers R Us, Common Sense Bookkeeping and more. They're a certified QuickBooks Pro advisor. Call them at 715-672-8093 or visit them online at numbersrus.com, where the E in numbers is a 3. You can also visit them on Facebook. That's Numbers R Us. Durand Smokehouse for all of your holiday meal needs. Visit Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. While you're there, ask about the beef and pork bundles and Riverside Grill. Wisconsin Country Restaurant serving a real taste of Wisconsin. Riverside Grill will be having some Christmas specials as well. And you can call ahead for reservations and or takeout as well. So please thank all of our high school sports sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. All right, timeout is done. Still Colfax ball. And inbounding it is Harmon. Harmon inbounds it now to Olsen. Olsen quickly back the other way. Ball nearly stolen. Back over to Bradford. Bradford now to Harmon on the right wing. Inside now, driving the lane. Olsen has to kick it back out now. 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Bradford, and she puts it up and in. And so over to Sabelko now. Back to a 13-point Colfax lead. Over to Oth now. Oth drives inside, puts up a shot, no good. And rebounded by Barstad. Plus the timeline comes Olsen. Olsen back the other way. And another 3. Shots good by Shipman. And so back the other way comes Sabelko. Sabelko now over to Oth. Off long, cross-court pass over to Sand. Sand drives into the lane, puts up the shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Colfax. Back to Olsen. Olsen now comes back the other way. And to Shipman now. Shipman on the right wing to Olsen. Olsen now over to Harmon. 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Sabelko. Sabelko, long pass down to Sand. Sand on the right wing. Back over to Sabelko, top of the key. Head fakes the 3. Back to Kilbottom. Kilbottom now to Sand. Sand to Carruthers at the top of the key to Sabelko. Sabelko on the right wing. Inside now to Sand. Or to Kilbottom, rather. Kilbottom turnaround shot, no good. Gets her own rebound. Loose ball and whistling a foul. Foul will be on Colfax. Foul's going to be on number 42, and that is Shipman. 46-30. Colfax leads. 6:46 left in the game. As Sabelko now to inbound it. And pass is kicked. Well, sometimes that's a good idea. You throw it off the other player and say, I want another shot at this. That's what Sabelko did, and so inbounding it. And that's going to be to Sabelko, or to Kilbottom. She does the old Aaron Rodgers play action. I love that play. Hangs onto the ball, looks like she handed it off. That was a great play. Back the other way is Schofield. Cross-court pass now, and here comes a 3. Shots good. Wow, by Shipman. Unbelievable. They're just, the threes are dropping for Colfax. 49-32 now. Vikings. Over to Kilbotten. Kilbotten now to Sabelko. Sabelko right wing. Sabelko over to Off. Off on the left wing. Looking for Bentley Bauer. She can't get to free, so got to kick it back out now to Carruthers. Whistling a foul. Foul's going to be on number 22, and that is Barstad, her first. And so inbounding it on the far side is Sabelko. Sabelko looking inside to Bauer. Bauer into the lane. Cross-court pass down to Carruthers. 3-ball. Shot no good off the edge of the rim. And Bentley Bauer knocks it out. Oh, it's going to be off of number 30. A nice job by Bentley Bauer. Got it to be knocked off of Schofield. It'll stay Panther ball. And so now Sabelko to inbound it. Inbounds it to Carruthers. Carruthers whistling a foul. Fouls on number 40, and that's going to be on Paulus. That'll be her fourth. And going to the line for two is Carruthers. Thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, your authorized location for monuments from Lifetime Memorials. Call the Goodrich Funeral Home of Durand for more information. Countryside Co-op. Find out about the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty for your farm equipment today at Countryside Co-op. First free throw was good. SFB, Security Financial Bank. Secure your future with your community bank. Security Financial Bank, West Prospect Street, Durand. And Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. Please thank all of our high school sports sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. So both free throws are good. 49-34 now. Colfax. And here comes the trap, and they get it across the timeline to Barstead. Barstead inside to number 44, shot no good. Crashing the glass is Smith, shot no good. Rebounded by Bauer. Bauer now back over to Sabelko. Sabelko to Carruthers. Carruthers into the lane. Shot partially blocked. Barstead comes up with it. Back now to Schofield. Schofield will come across the timeline for the Vikings. Schofield now fakes left, goes right. Off to Harmon on the wing, on the right wing. Back to Barstead, top of the key. Now to Schofield on the left wing. Over to Shipman, drives in left baseline from the corner. Over, not shot no good, but a whistle and a foul. And looks like Kilbotten's coming up a little slow. And so going up to the line will be Parker. And first free throw on the way by Parker is no good. Does not get the shooter's roll. 49-34, Colfax leads here. 5:09 remaining in the game. Our Bowerville Panther postgame show will be coming up. Try to get some scores from around the area. Hope to talk with Coach Lowenhagen as well. We've got it scheduled. It always kind of depends, especially right now with this COVID-19. We'll also run down what's happening with the school district coming up as well. And that'll be coming up during our Bowerville Panther postgame show. All right, so it's now 50-34, 16-point lead for Colfax. Inbounded to Sabelko. 5:06 remaining in the game. Back across the timeline now to Sand. Sand it now to Sabelko. Sabelko to Kilbotten on the left wing. And kicked. Kicked by Barstead, and so Bentley Bauer to inbound it just across the way, right in front of the Panther bench. And inbounded now. Here comes that, we're going to try to do that fake handoff twice. They didn't fall for it this time. As Kilbotten will try to drive into the lane. Puts up the shot. Oh, ho, ho! What a tough shot by Kilbotten with two defenders, and she managed to get it to drop in. Over to Harmon now, still not across the timeline, and it's going to be intercepted. Jump ball they're going to call, but it'll still be Panther ball after the jump. So Bauer now to inbound it on the far side. Inbounded now to Sabelko. Sabelko across the timeline now to Weiss. Weiss back to Kilbotten. Kilbotten to Sabelko on the left wing. She comes to the top of the key. Back to Kilbotten on the right wing. Kilbotten now will try to drive inside. Now kicks it back out to Weiss. Weiss to Sabelko. Sabelko over to Sand. Sand inside now again to Weiss. Weiss turnaround jumper in the lane. Edison Weiss with a nice shot. 50-38, Colfax. Under 4 minutes remaining. Across the timeline, pass is tipped, but coming up with it is Harmon. Harmon at center court. Here comes the trap. Whistle and timeout. Timeout Colfax with 3:50 left in the game. 50-38, Vikings lead. Thank you to Sundstrom & Company, your local tax experts. Call them now for end-of-year tax planning. 672-4425 to schedule that appointment. Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances, along with installation and service. Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. Prime Realty Durand and Mondovi. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. Prime Realty, they are the area's #1 home seller. Adams Super Service, downtown Durand, offering complete auto service and shuttle service and loaner vehicles while they fix your vehicle. Adams Super Service, Durand. N-Tech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning. Visit Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning's Facebook page now to find out about the December deal of the day. You'll get the latest deal of the day. Just check out the Facebook page and find out more from Endless Summer Tanning and Fitness of Durand. And Durand Improvement Group, many hands make light work, volunteer to help with community events throughout the year. Visit durandimprovementgroup.org for more information. Please thank all of our sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN and online at realcountry1430.com. All right, so inbounding it is Harmon. Harmon now over to Olsen. Olsen across the timeline now. Kicks it back out to number 30, and that is Schofield. Schofield to Barstead. Barstead now on the right wing. She'll come back out to center court, now down to the left wing. Hands it off to Harmon. Now they're going to start using the stall game here, it looks like. And back the other way now. Trying to drive inside. Loose ball, but hangs onto it. That's number 30. Shot no good. Putback shot no good. Loose ball. And another putback shot. This time it falls in. That is Olsen. And Sabelko across the timeline now. Over to Weiss. Weiss's pass inside is loose, but coming up with it is Sand. She kicks it back out to Sabelko. 3-ball. Shot's good. Nothing but net by Leah Sabelko. And timeout. And 52-41 now. Colfax with 3 minutes remaining. Thank you to the Cottage, from floral arrangements to gifts for mom and holiday gifts for mom too. Visit the Cottage downtown Durand. JK Auto Body and Rod Shop, featuring metal fabrication, car restoration, and collision repair. Call the JK Auto Body and Rod Shop, Madison Street, Durand. Durand Fresh Market. Your hometown grocery store is Durand Fresh Market. Please thank all of our high school sports sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN Durand. Also on our website at realcountry1430.com and our live streaming service on our YouTube channel as well. That's at Durand Broadcasting WRDN. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Durand Broadcasting WRDN. Our games are archived there, so if you ever miss a game, you can check those out. Again, at Durand Broadcasting WRDN on YouTube. So, inbounded now to Olsen. Olsen to Barstead. And she gets across the timeline. And here comes the trap. Whistle and a jump. Addison Weiss with the defense. It'll stay Colfax ball, but she forced the jump. And so inbounding it now will be Harmon. Harmon looking, and inbounded now to Olsen. And pass nearly intercepted, but coming back up with it is Harmon. Now to Barstead. Barstead now will try to drive inside. And hands it back off now to Olsen. Olsen will try to drive inside, kicks it back out onto the wing. That is Shipman. They're just using up clock. And Bauer knocks the ball out. And it's going to be a foul. And I think it's going to be a foul on Colfax. Foul will be on number 10, and that's going to be on Olsen. And it's a 1-and-1 now for the Panthers. So going to the line for the 1-and-1 is Sand. Oh, this is kind of big here. We got to make this first one and the 1-and-1. Score points without no time coming off the clock. And first free throw on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Colfax. And the clock continues to run down to 2:28 now. And across the timeline is Olsen. Olsen now over to Shipman. Or check that was Bradford. Hands it off now. They kick it back out to Barstad. And inside to Olsen. Olsen puts it up and gets the shooter's roll. 54-41 now. Colfax, 2 minutes remaining in the game. Back over to Sibelko. Again, our Bowerville Panther post-game show coming up. Stick around for that. Whistle and an offensive foul. Foul will be on Sand. That'll be her 4th. And so here comes the bomb. And loose ball, but Colfax comes back up with it. Over to Bradford. Whistle and a travel on Bradford. Minute 48 remaining, 54-41 Colfax. Panther ball, Carruthers to inbound it. Well, now you got to get these threes to start to drop here, I think, and quickly. Over to Sibelko now. Sibelko comes down to the top of the key. Squares, fakes the three, now kicks it back over to Kilbottom. Kilbottom, 3-ball off the back of the rim, no good. Loose ball, still a loose ball. And whistle and a timeout. Timeout Durand, and Sibelko on the floor at the ball saves the possession for the Panthers with a minute 32 remaining. Thank you to Numbers R Us, Common Sense Bookkeeping and more, certified QuickBooks Pro advisors. You can visit them online at numbersrus.com, where the E in numbers is a 3, or visit them on Facebook. Durand Smokehouse for all of your holiday meal needs, that holiday prime rib. Visit Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. Ask about the beef and pork bundles. And Riverside Grill, a Wisconsin country restaurant serving a real taste of Wisconsin. While you're at Riverside Grill, visit the Orton Room and find out the story behind the restored 1800s circus poster. Please thank all of our sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN and online at realcountry1430.com. All right, timeout is over. And so now inbounded to Sibelko. Sibelko on the wing, squares up, 3-ball, shot no good. And rebounded by the Vikings. Coming up with the rebound and trying to go for the foul now to stop the clock and whistling a foul. And foul will be on Sibelko. And that is her 3rd, 4th team foul. So we got a bunch yet, a couple more to give here before they have to start shooting free throws. Minute 21 remaining. Inbounded to Olsen. Back over to Harmon. Harmon now, and there's a foul. Foul's on number 21, Addison Weiss. For 2nd. Coming up, our Bowerville Panther post-game show. And so inbounding it now will be Harmon. Harmon looking. Inbounds it to Bradford. And whistling a foul on Sibelko. Minute 12 remaining in the game, 54-41. Colfax leads. Next foul will put them into the bonus for Colfax. Then we'll start seeing free throws. Over to Barstad. Barstad now, she'll drive into the lane, loses the ball. Oh, but can't hang on to it is Carruthers. She had a chance and just could not hang on to it. And so now it will go back to Colfax. And inbounded now, and a foul on White, or on, Addison Weiss. Going to the line for the 1-and-1 will be Olsen. And so now, waiting for the first free throw by Olsen. It's on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Kilbottom. Kilbottom now quickly back the other way for the Panthers. Carruthers to Weiss. Weiss in the corner. Weiss now to Sand, back to Weiss. Weiss on the left wing. Tries to hand it off to Sibelko. Sibelko regains control, puts up a tough shot, no good. Rebounded by Colfax. Wilson a foul. Foul will be on Kilbottom. Well, that 8-0 run by Colfax to start this second half just Panthers just couldn't recover, and really there were shots that you normally would fall, just would not drop tonight. 46 seconds remaining. 54-41, Colfax. And free throw on the way is good by Barstead. And she has 13 on the night. Coming up, we'll run down scoring, and we'll try to see if we can find some scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. We're the yearly game tonight, so may not be too many scores, and both free throws are good. And so inbounded now to Carruthers. And back over to Sand. Sand now to Bauer. Bauer on the right wing to Carruthers. Carruthers back to Sand on the right wing to Bauer. Bauer top of the key, squares up. Shot. Gets it to fall. Bentley Bauer. 56-43 now. Down to 28 seconds remaining. Full court Panther press. Loose ball, but and a whistle and a foul on Bauer. Harmon will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Reminder to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Durand Broadcasting WRDN. And don't forget to click the little bell for notifications of future events. All of our games are archived at our YouTube channel. This will be up onto the channel tomorrow by about noon, along with a lot of our interviews. Free throw no good. Carruthers quickly back the other way over to Bauer. Bauer now back to Carruthers. Over to Kilbotton. Kilbotton head fakes the three, drives into the lane, off the glass, good. 56-45 now, and 8 seconds left, and Colfax will be tied and a whistle and a foul. Well, we're going to have one more shot of free throws here with 4 seconds remaining. And so Colfax will be tied with Durand in the Dunn St. Croix after tonight's game. And free throw on the way is good. So Olsen at the line. And free throw on the way. She makes them both. So inbounded to Kilbotton. 58-45. 1 and a 3. And in and out to no good. And our final score tonight is 58-45. Durand, Colfax wins over Durand tonight. And coming up, our Bowerville Panther postgame show. It's Durand Panther girls basketball on WRDN.
We will be putting 10 minutes on the scoreboard. And you're asking that everyone exit the school before it runs down 0. So we'll have our teams limit school here as they wait for people to exit before moving tonight. Thank you for your cooperation.
To Colfax High School tonight, where Colfax wins over Durand by a score of 58 to 45. Let's run down scoring tonight for the Panthers. Madison Sand had 2. Madison Kilbotton had 12. Leah Sabelko had 12. Addison Weiss had 2. Jocelyn Carruthers had 10. Bentley Bauer had 5, and McKenna Hurlbert had 2. With the loss, the Panthers fall to 3-1 in the Dunn St. Croix and 4-2 overall. Meanwhile, for Colfax tonight, Addison Olsen had 4. Julian Bowe had 2. Bailey Bradford 8. Marissa Harmon 3. Madison Barstad 14. Emily Schofield 2. McKenna Shipman 12. And Riley Parker 4. And with the win, the Vikings are now 3-1 in the Dunn St. Croix, and I think it's 3-3 overall. And so the Vikings now and the Panthers once again tied for first place in the Dunn St. Croix. But Panthers just couldn't recover from that 8-0 run to start the second half, and it was one of those nights where the shots just would not fall. Simple as that. They just would not fall, unfortunately, for the Panthers tonight. So again, tonight it is Colfax winning 58-35. Coming up on our Bowerville Panther postgame show, we'll see if there's any scores yet from some of the games tonight around the area. Again, we're the early games, but we'll see if we can't find some scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Plus, we'll run down what's happening in the Durand, Arkansas School District as well coming up. It's all on the way here on the Bowerville Panther postgame show, brought to you by Bowerville Tire and Service, Durand and Mull Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand Panther girls basketball on WRDN. And welcome back to Colfax tonight, where Colfax wins 58-45 in girls high school basketball. And let's see if we have any scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. You can always find the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on our website at realcountry1430.com/sports. It does update when scores are put in, like the Colfax Durand scores already posted up there. And that's the only score so far reporting in from the areas. But our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard, again, that's at our website at realcountry1430.com and hashtag sports. Well, what's happening with the Durand, Arkansas School District? Some of the upcoming events on December 21st, we have boys basketball versus Fall Creek. That'll be our next broadcast. Also, December 22nd, wrestling at Spring Valley. On December 29th, wrestling at Independence Gilmanton, and that will be in Gilmanton. On December 30th, girls basketball at Prescott. January 5th, boys basketball hosting Regis. On January 7th, it's wrestling at Mondovi. Also January 7th, girls basketball hosting Elk Mound. On the 8th, it's boys basketball at Colfax. Meanwhile, on January 11th, boys basketball versus Glenwood City. And finally, on January 12th, girls basketball at Elmwood Plum City. That game to be held at Plum City. Well, hope you enjoyed the broadcast tonight. Again, the Panthers fall to Colfax tonight, 58-45. And again, please thank all of our high school sports sponsors. Again, they make our broadcasts possible here on WRDN. Have yourself a great weekend. You've been listening to Durand Panther Girls High School Basketball here on Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN. I'm Brian Winnikins. Have a great evening.